What's up, y'all, and welcome to another video. Today we're doing our usual Fat Pack football talk, but you might notice there's a couple products here, including a very beat up blaster of Score, and so I wanted to kind of mention this first. So over the weekend, I was looking to pick up a Fat Pack so I could do this opening as I've been doing, but my wife is at Target, so I was just like, hey, could you take a picture of the card section and pick up something that I'm looking for? She did, and there was one Score blaster left, and from what I could tell from the picture, I was like, oh cool, I'll take the blaster. We can switch it up, do a blaster instead of a Fat Pack. She brings it home. It had the panini wrapper on it. I did take it off because I wanted to check, but it felt really light and looked, you could see the corners here are pretty beat up. And so I was like, this doesn't look right and doesn't feel right. Sure enough, I opened it up, and we've got people out here resealing Score blasters, which, oh, you can see a little bit of the wrapper still. Yeah, I think I tucked it in here. Yeah. So this was on it. It was taped shut. We had in a paper towel, we got some, I think it was baseball cards. Yeah, we just got some baseball cards for weight. Not even a lot of them, and they're all like really old. So we got people out there going through the trouble to open up these Score blasters and reseal them. Like, what kind of weirdo does that? Like, it's just, you can't even hit anything that great in these. I like opening them, because we can talk about all the football games. There's plenty of cards, but like, you're guaranteed a numbered hit, so I guess they're grabbing that numbered hit, but I guess they're grabbing the rest of the cards too, because why would you not just put the rest of the cards back in for weight when you're resealing it? Not to give people hints on how to do this. Definitely would never do that, but why? Just why? Like, if you're gonna do it, one, you're a douchebag, but two, why would you do it on Score? So anyways, that's my 2 cents on that. That's very strange. I thought it was very funny. My wife was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea, which is totally fair. There's no reason for her to know. It's just a weird thing. So anyways, I couldn't find I went out to Walmart this morning. My closest Walmart never really has stuff. So there were no Fat Packs, but I did at least get a value pack, which is kind of a Fat Pack. There's 40 cards in there. But we're going to open this instead today. You can get numbered hits out of this. I would not recommend opening these, though, because they're not guaranteed. So you could open, quite a few of these and not get a numbered card. And they're, I think, $7 compared to, 15 or 16 for the hangers. And just, that difference of being guaranteed the numbered hit, I think is worth paying the extra for the hanger. And you also just get more cards, more rookies. So, would not recommend these as a product, but we're going to go through it today, talk about the football games. I'm knocking over my side thing. All right. And, yeah, don't reseal stuff. All right. Bucks were on bye. We got Rob Gronkowski. The Jags were also on bye. I also have the scores up this week, so I can not make mistakes. Yeah, the Jags were also on bye. The Broncos continue to lose. They lost to the Raiders in an overtime game. That game went exactly as I think anyone would imagine it going. It was very boring, and just it just looked like nobody wanted to win that game. It does not look like we have a parallel. It looks like we just have our reds, or a numbered card. The Falcons, I believe, won, correct? Make sure. Yes, they won a close game against the Bears. Justin Fields continues to play pretty well, but fail to win games. So in this game, he didn't look quite as good either. But, he's a young player. Hopefully he can turn it around. The Bears are just going to be bad this year. But, next year, I think there's going to be a lot of hype around Justin Fields. Packers won a game they absolutely needed to. Or no, they lost. I'm sorry. They lost a game they absolutely needed to win on Thursday against the Titans. Their season's over. You just can't imagine they can come back now. The Saints are continuing to start Andy Dalton over Jameis Winston, which is an interesting choice because they just continue to lose games. They did sneak one out this week against the Rams, but I don't know. It's just a weird decision to continue to start Andy Dalton. The Colts put up a fight, but went down to Philly. But they really put up a fight. Jeff Saturday got that team playing better. Kind of a weird circumstance there, but cool to see. The Cardinals play on Monday night. I think they're starting Colt McCoy again. That Kyler Murray situation, very strange. Don't really know what's going to happen there. He may be out of Arizona after this year. Wow, did the Vikings lose after coming off that big win last week? Did they look terrible this week? Kind of a hangover game there. I wouldn't make too much of it. I think they're still a good playoff team, but they're still captained by Kirk Cousins. Jimmy G and the Niners, they had the week off this week. The Raiders, we already talked about, got their win. What happened with this game? Let's see. Yeah, Baltimore got a 10-point win. That was an ugly game for them, though. They really did not look great in that win over Carolina. The Chargers, that Sunday night game, again, I can't stay up for the whole game for these. At night, I have a kid. It's just not going to happen. But from what I watched, great game. Mahomes is just so good. Really my favorite young player to watch, him and Burrow. The Browns lost to the Bills, who really needed some time to get going. Apparently they had trouble getting out of Buffalo, so I wonder if it's just like literally just exhaustion and just being out of sorts. It seemed like their whole schedule was thrown off this week because of that snow game. They played in Detroit instead of in Buffalo because of the snow. And there you go. There's Josh Allen. The Cowboys just destroyed the Vikings, as we already talked about. Miami, I think they had the week off this week too. Yep. The Giants lost to Detroit, so that was an embarrassing loss, and that's actually a tough loss for them because Washington won, and the Giants are sitting at 7-3, and Washington's at 6-5. There's 2 games coming up between the Giants and Washington. I think not this week, but next week they have a game, and then a bye, and then another game. At least Washington has a bye, so. 2 games this next month of December, Washington and the Giants. I think that's going to decide. It could decide a wild card position. They could both make the wild card, but the Jets lost just a terrible game against the Patriots. Terrible to watch, but also just terrible for the card market because both Zach Wilson and Mac Jones looked bad. So that's not good. All right, we're into our rookies now. We've already talked about Philly. What is this picture? What? I mean, if I was David Ojabo, I would rather have my college uniform. I would just be like, hey, just put me in my college uniform. I don't want a picture of me sitting on a chair. I might keep this card. I mean, I am because it's a rookie either way, but what a weird thing. Isaiah Likely. Another Kenneth Walker. We've gotten a couple Kenneth Walkers. He's really playing well. The Seahawks also had the week off. Alec Pierce, Kennedy Brooks. All right, now we're into our Reds, and then we'll have our inserts. Does not look like we hit a gold in this pack. Unfortunate. Like I was saying, it's just like if you can guarantee yourself a number card for just $8 more, just go for that. But like I was saying earlier, this was all I could find this morning. McCaffrey red, Tyler Boyd red. The Bengals, we didn't talk about that game. The Bengals beat Pittsburgh. It was close for a while. Kenny Pickett looked okay, so that's good. If you're a Kenny Pickett card holder. Reggie Roberson. That was pretty much a dud of a pack. I really don't, the difference between the hangers and the value is extreme. I think I already got this one. The Jerry Rice Hall of Fame. John Mechie Potential. Put that there, and I don't need extras of these. I don't like these celebrations or huddle ups. I've gotten this card like so many times. We've got quite a few of these. May throw a few of those up on my eBay just because Kenny Pickett's really the only quarterback starting from this class right now. I've got this Thibodeau card too. I feel like this is the same. I think I've gone through this exact same set of cards. Dotson. Celebrations. Charles Woodson, I don't think I have that one, so that's nice. And Kenneth Walker Potential. So, no hits, honestly, just 0. The Kenneth Walker's the nicest card. That's like a $1 to $2 card still. But, he's a good running back from this class, and I'm just gonna, you know, I'll put a picture up at some point. I'm gonna try to get this whole set since I've been opening so many of these. But that's gonna do it for this opening. I hope you guys enjoyed. I should be back next week with another hanger as long as I can find them. I would imagine they're gonna stop appearing on store shelves. They'd be pretty easy for me to find on eBay, but if Donruss is coming up, which it should be relatively soon, I will probably open Donruss blasters next, or blasters or hangers or whatever, and we'll do that for our football combos because those usually have a bunch of cards too, and I do like the rated rookies, so those are kind of like the first nice set of the year, a nicer set. So that comes up. It usually comes out in December, or at least it did last year, and you know, in the schedule, I feel like it would be coming up soon. So, you know, maybe look out for that in the coming weeks. If not, we'll have some more score to open. And in terms of this week, in terms of openings, let's see, we're going to do Thursday. I'll probably record the video on Wednesday, and I'll probably still put it out on Thursday, but we're going to do a Black Friday Pokemon special. So a couple of the Black Friday deals from Pokemon. I've already opened one on my channel, but, you know, I'll show them off again. We're going to open another one of those Darkrai boxes. Friday, we're going to be doing another Donruss Optic Fanatics exclusive box. And then you probably see sprinkled in on the weekend and one other day during the week we're going to do, and maybe 2 other days, we're going to continue the short series, the Hunt for the White Whale, trying to get that alt art Lugia. So keep an eye out for all that stuff. And if you're still listening, thanks a lot, and I hope to see you next time.